Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Get a Clue podcast. I'm your host, DeAndre Boychuk. I'm here with my co-host, Chase Arnold. I'm residing in the chin of Regina right now, dead center, right in downtown at the gym.
Be
Chase
careful.
is at you're rocking a quick Chris Chelio sauna style workout right now. Yeah, Chase is at the beach, and yeah, we got quite a bit to talk about today. Not a whole lot, but a lot of important events happened over the last couple of days. So
Yeah, let's start off with the women's game. Gold medal game. What a sweat fest. I couldn't believe how close that game was.
unbelievably close. Like I thought it was honestly going to be a U.S. domination, like going into that game 31-1 or something. I think they finished the tournament off 33-2, which is absolutely insane. So
Yeah,
it is heartbreaking seeing Poulon lose. I really want to see her get one, especially her saying she doesn't know if this will be her last
yeah,
Olympics or not. That kind of sucks. So yeah, great run from the women's.
yeah. That goal was disgusting. Honestly, like
Yeah,
Keller,
it
it
was
was Keller,
nasty.
right? I mean, absolutely dangles. Not a great shot, kind of weak, but um, unreal move to get to the net. And yeah, that was filthy. I was pretty. To lose like that sucks, but at least you lost on something absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, no, exactly. And some interesting news that came out before the game too was there was the two leading scores, the leading scorer and MVP for the Americans. I can't remember what her name was, and this one Canadian chick, she was the leading scorer for Canada. They were dating apparently and broke up right before the game,
Yeah.
which I was like, I don't know if that was like just one of them. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, it'd be awkward going like back to the same house after losing the gold medal to your partner. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, I just wanted to highlight that. I thought that was kind of interesting right before the game. So, it added a little more fuel to the fire.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw this or not, but there was a girl online that said the Canadian goalie would be able to shut out any men's Olympic team, and she got a lot of flack for that. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy statement. Like, there's no like, yeah,
Someone's got
yeah,
to check
no,
their meds, I think, because goodness.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know if they would. Yeah, maybe Italy, maybe they could get them once, but
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
let's move on to the game of the night. Canada winning against Finland, an absolute barn burner of a game, absolute domination from Canada, but not on the score sheet. So, yeah, I'm curious of your thoughts and some of your highlights there.
yeah. First thought, thank God we have free healthcare in Canada because I think multiple people had heart attacks today. Uh, I thought they came out the gate slow though, Canada. I thought
Mhm.
they didn't look good in that first period. I think they were down two in that first period after giving up the power play goal by Rantanen. Quick snap up high. I actually seen something that Mikko Rantanen has the most goals scored on Jordan Binnington in the NHL. I
Wow.
mean, they did play in a division against each other for how long and still do, I believe. So that kind of factors into it. But yeah, then that shorthanded goal, I didn't even think it was possible for this power play unit to give up a shorthanded goal.
Yeah.
Just didn't think that was ever going to happen. So yeah, I thought they came out slow. They didn't look great. But yeah, second and third periods, I mean, absolute Canada domination. They were just all over them. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was just my initial thoughts for the first period.
Yeah, I was a little worried. I know me and you were texting back and forth, and I mean, when you after watching that first period, we both kind of thought it was over. Like it didn't seem like Canada had much juice. Like they did, I think, win the period, like except for the goals against, right? But I don't know. It didn't look like they were going to be able to get more than two on this Finnish team and their system that they were running. It's crazy how much a system can do for you when you're also so talented. Also, the line matching with Aho against that McDavid line was definitely a problem for a long time. So I liked that they were sending out that McDavid line third just to get their bottom six more touches against their bottom six, and it worked out for a couple chances there for them.
Yeah, and kind of just piggyback off what you said there. Kind of started to see um, like you said, with the collapse of McDavid almost that awful line right on them the whole time.
Yeah,
You seen Celebrini kind of step up and take over that kind of number one on that line. He had the puck. He led Canada in all offensive statistics, besides obviously like goals and assists, the main thing, but led them on time on ice shots. what's it called, slot area chances. Like he was just all over the ice.
Yeah.
So yeah, with McDavid down, that line still looking dangerous. I was curious about your thoughts though. They were kind of rotating McKinnon in there. Do you think McKinnon's battling something right now? He definitely doesn't
Oh
look
yeah.
like himself, and yeah,
Yeah, he looks rough. We were kind of right. I think when we talked about the line predictions last episode, I said, or I can't remember. I think I said this, and you agreed that it was going to be a lot more of that McDavid McKinnon line, and they ran it a lot because even they had that Bennett Tom Wilson Hagel line or Marchand, sorry, and that line was together for a lot of the game. Like after that first period, they just said we're going top line heavy. They're going to play a lot. Every offensive zone, they're going to be out there, and yeah, I mean, I like it. I think McKinnon is battling something for sure because he does not look like himself, but in spurts he does, right? So I'm kind of confused. Maybe he's just struggling. Maybe guys are just shutting him down, but it's hard to believe that McKinnon isn't more dominant at the moment.
yeah, I agree. Especially like I could have seen him winning MVP pre-tournament or leading the tournament in points, like kind of on the McDavid tear right now. I could have seen it being McKinnon. So
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know if it's the leg or if it's the flu that he's battling, but yeah. Another guy I wanted to highlight this game. I don't know how closely you watched him. After the first period, I was watching him a lot. It was Travis Anaheim.
yeah,
I thought he looked unbelievable. He was jumping into plays. The one thing I just thought he maybe was a little nervous. He didn't want to be too selfish. Like there was a couple times
for
going to the
sure.
net, he should have shot and kind of looked for that pass that wasn't there, and it didn't lead to anything. So, but I thought he was buzzing. He kind of really stepped up for that injured Josh Morrissey and kind of really showed his offensive talents that he has in this game. I thought.
Yeah, yeah. I think I actually think a lot of their defense looked pretty good tonight. Honestly, like not a lot of bad giveaways, and for as good as Finland was playing defensively, like it felt like Canada was also playing really, really good defensively too. So, um, yeah, I like that. I like the way Harley looked tonight too. I thought, or this morning, I guess. But yeah, I like the way Harley looked. He impresses me every game. Every game he just looks better and better. And I like what John Cooper did. I think just stacking that top line, having those grinder lines down there to wear down the Finnish defense and get Mikkola off of McDavid and Aho off McDavid for a couple shifts. It definitely helped them out a lot.
Oh yeah, 100%. I really like that. I was curious to know your thoughts on that Wilson, Marchand, Hagel,
Bennett
or
kind of
yeah, that,
switching. Yeah, yeah.
or Bennett kind of was swapping in there too. Like, what was your thoughts on that line? I thought they were humming. They
Yeah.
produced, I think, it was that second goal for Canada. They were on the ice for that one. So
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that line. I don't know
Yeah.
if they're going to stick together for the gold medal game, but I thought they looked good.
I honestly think that they have three lines set in stone in my mind from what I've seen. It's that top line of the stacked top three. You have the Suzuki Stone Marner line, who Suzuki has really, really elevated his play. Marner's looked awesome. Stone has looked awesome. And then I think that Bennett, Tom Wilson, and Marchand line is gonna stay. I think it looked good, and I don't know. It doesn't seem like anyone else can play with Tom Wilson as well as like that top line. So when he was playing with Horvat and kind of cycling in and out, it just didn't look as good. But with that Bennett and Marchand line, like it looked good. They were flying around.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'd agree. Another note I want to bring up that I had for this game. Oh, and I can't remember the guy's name right now. I think it's no, is Gustav Forsling? He's a Finnish defenseman for plays for Florida. Is it Gustav Forsling?
Yeah. It, no, that's Mikkola. That's Mikkola. Forsling is Swedish.
Okay, Mikla.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize how strong he was.
Oh,
Like there was
he's
a few times
huge.
he came up the ice and like Wilson was going to body him, or somebody else was going. Bennett was kind of rubbing against him, trying to push him off, and just nothing. Like the guy's an absolute tank on his skates. So go to that guy.
Yeah. It was funny too because we were kind of texting after that first about Jarvis and Hagel and some of these guys looking invisible, and they didn't play very much. I was wondering how you felt about them kind of switching to a three line system where Horvat would kind of cycle in. We didn't see a lot of Jarvis, Reinhardt, or Hagel in this game. Um, and I mean, actually, Hagel played quite a bit, but the other guys were kind of Reinhardt's to me has really looked like invisible, and I don't know. Jarvis does not look like he deserves to be here at all.
Yeah, no, I think it kind of goes back to what we talked about last podcast. Like, um, I think there was two obvious picks for the point injury when Jarvis got put in there, like obviously, especially like you said, like this team needs another line driver. Shifley would have been great in this center position. Bedard would have been great. I don't think the skill gap is as big as people like to make it seem between Bedard and Celebrini. Like I think Bedard could have easily found his way into this top six on this team and produced.
Yeah.
Maybe not to the same extent as
No.
Celebrini because he is playing with McDavid.
Yeah.
But definitely, I think he could have been one of the top goal scorers on this team, one of the top producers. So yeah, especially those guys that are sitting. I mean, in games like this, you got to run the players that are gonna play and are gonna win you games. So if you're making those little errors, like one error is enough to get your ass glued to the bench.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to roll with who's good right now.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I mean it's tough, right? Because I love Jarvis. He's such a beauty, and I am sick of this friends narrative though. It's I mean me and Geens talked about this today, and like we don't care anymore. Like they drove to Boston through 30 miles or whatever, 30 hours. I don't remember. Um, okay, awesome. Like it's over. Have fun in Italy. You got free tickets. I don't care. Like I don't want to see
Yeah,
them every intermission and talking about shout out Air Canada. Like Air Canada hit us up, but like I'm over it. Just
yeah, no,
and
valid.
I really hope that's not why he made the team. Is some publicity stunt where they want to get more.
Yeah,
I mean honestly, I have no idea what he's done to prove to be on this team over those two guys left at home, and he looks like just he didn't even look like he could play. He didn't look like he would make Team Finland. I mean, yeah, it was really ugly.
yeah. So we'll see going into the gold medal game. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, you got to run the play, especially in the gold medal game. Like, there's one game left. If they have to run two lines and just rotate them and rotate a third one in to just kind of give the other guys breaks, I could see them even doing that. Like,
yeah,
Sid'll hopefully be back for the gold medal game, so that's looking really promising. But stems me into a kind of not Olympic based question, but a little bit of an NHL based question. I want to ask you about the Pittsburgh Penguins because I seen something interesting though saying,
yep,
okay, well maybe Sid will play for this game. That doesn't mean he's not going to be hurt or out long term post
yeah,
Olympics. So I seen something that said if Crosby's out day to day, Penguins have some issues. If he's out week to week, now it might change the trajectory of the trade deadline. If he's out for the
yeah,
rest of the season, now it might change the whole trajectory of their franchise. So I just wanted your kind of thoughts on that and what
yeah,
you think Pittsburgh might be evaluating with this Crosby injury.
yeah. And we got to think about who their GM is too, right? Like they have Kyle Dubas in there, and yeah, I could see this team definitely selling some pieces. I don't think it's going to be a Crosby or Malkin or Letang. Maybe it's Crosby, you never know. But I could definitely see a Ricard Raquel or Brian Rust,
Mantha.
like Mantha, exactly. Like even what's that one D man's name? Graves. I don't know if he's still or
Oh yeah.
whatever. Joseph. They got some guys on that team that are good defensively, and I mean if Crosby's out, that team doesn't have much hope of winning, but I don't know. We'll see. They might. You never know. They could buy and try to just stay afloat until Crosby gets back too.
One last question I want to ask you about that was if Crosby is out long term, do you think this team makes the playoffs? They have quite a heavy gap in the Eastern Conference, but without Crosby, I think it's going to be hard to maintain that for the last 20 games of the season.
Yeah, I think if I had to bet on it, I would say yes. I think just the veterans that they have and some of the youth that has been living up to expectations or still has room to grow. I don't mind their goaltending. I think they are a defensive team, and with Crosby out, they will obviously struggle. But if they can win, let's say 4 of their 10 games without Crosby, then I think they can still make the playoffs. And I mean, teams below them can surge, obviously, but I think they have enough skill to make it.
Yeah, for sure. I think I would agree probably 100%. I think, especially with the gap that they have, I can't see them going on that big of a losing streak to where I think they have like a 14, 15 point gap right now on the wild card. So I think they're okay, but I could be wrong too. So I might have to fact check that.
Yeah.
But going back to some Olympic talk here, Sunday morning, we got the gold medal game. Didn't watch the game. Do you have any notes on the USA Slovakia game? Said you caught a little bit of it.
Yeah. I watched a little bit of the start, and it just, I mean, there was a clear skill gap, and I just wish that Canada would have done the same thing, like really shown their level. I know that Finland's better than Slovakia, but Finland beat or Slovakia won that bracket. So obviously they won that bracket of Finland and Sweden. So Canada should have handled Finland. I know it's an elimination game and it's different, but the main thing I wanted to highlight is Tage Thompson is likely going to miss the gold medal game. I don't believe
Oh,
it's confirmed, but I would be very surprised if he plays.
what happened? I missed it.
It's I don't know exactly what happened. I saw it happen, but I didn't see it happen. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I saw a clip,
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
doesn't look like it's that bad. But by the sounds of things, it just doesn't sound like he's gonna play. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but
Yeah, it's a big loss for the U.S. too if he doesn't play, especially having that right, or I guess it'd be left side flank,
yeah,
one time option. To see him, he can rip the pill like nobody's business. You've seen his one timer goal today up high.
yeah,
So yeah, that'll be a huge.
yeah.
I mean,
So
the U.S. so
yeah,
many.
basically he just didn't come out for the third. So I don't know. It was precautionary, they said, but I don't know. I just don't see if he has to sit a whole period and I mean, we'll see. He's probably questionable up until puck drop there.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I to kind of however this played out, I figured whoever, if it was Canada or if it was U.S., whoever got Slovakia, I figured they were kind of going to end this story tale run that
Yeah.
they're on. Like especially like they got that first game out of Finland, but I don't think Finland lost another game until this one. After losing to Slovakia, so they kind of woke up and yeah, I mean, just I think what they have seven NHLers on that team or something
Yeah.
like that, eight NHLers. So yeah, I think whether they got Canada or US, it would have been kind of belt to ass.
That's
But
fair.
you got to give some shouts to Finland here. Like I feel like Canada could have opened this up way more. Their defense was insane today,
Yeah. Very good.
blocking shots, getting in lanes. Yeah,
Going
I don't want
back
to
to
go back
the
into the Canada game because
I
we've
gotta
got
go
some notes
back.
for
I
the
gotta
US.
go back quick. What did
Okay.
you think of the non-challenge on the goalie interference and the challenge on the offside?
I mean, it made sense at the time. Like at that point, you have to challenge that offside. Like, especially that's the 3-2 goal. Like
Yeah.
you have to take the risk at the penalty at that point. Regardless, you're kind of going to be. I guess if it worked out, would have went to overtime more than likely, and then yeah, you got to deal with 3-on-3. So
Yeah.
the first one it was tough because I mean there was quite a bit of contact from the defenseman. It was that was Marchand that got hit in there, right?
Yeah, it was Eric or yeah, Holla on Marchand. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I mean, yeah, it would have been iffy. Like if I was the coach in that situation, I would have been worried personally challenging that, especially if you have to deal with Canada's power play. Like they did get a shorty, but not saying that that shorty was going to happen every single time. So
Yeah.
yeah, I figured that was kind of the move that should have been done, but yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, I didn't think it was goal interference personally.
Mhm.
I think Holla obviously pushed him in, and Saros got up, and I mean he probably would have saved that if he was fully centered and figured out in the net there. But um, I don't know. I'm not challenging that if I'm a coach, especially I think at that point it's a 1 goal game, and that goal tied it, right?
Mhm.
I'm not risking having a penalty kill while the game's tied. And then the offside, you kind of have to. Would you rather 30 seconds down one or a penalty kill down? I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I know what you mean.
It's so tough. Like I think you have to try, and it was so close, right? So it's the right
Yeah,
challenge, and it just didn't go their way by millimeters.
because yeah, I mean, if they challenge it, like the only way that it would have worked out for them is if obviously it was offside.
Yeah,
But I mean, if they don't challenge it, they're down 3-2, and they probably don't score. And if they challenge it, I mean, they're going on the penalty kill.
yeah.
So you kind
You're
of have to at that point. So
you're
yeah,
better off like because if you don't challenge, then you're 5-on-5 for 30 seconds. I honestly like your chance of that getting overturned more. So.
a hundred
Oh,
percent.
did you
Yeah,
see Timu Solane? Did I send you that?
yeah, I did see that by Timu
Oh
Solani.
my goodness.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe Timu's upset that McDavid
Emotions are
broke his
hot.
point record, but
Emotions are hot, man. I get
I,
it.
you know what? I got to give praise to Mikko Rantanen. Actually, he might be the only person this whole tournament that I've seen take the loss like a champ and not blame the refs. He said
Yeah.
that there was nothing that they could have done. Canada was all over them in the third period.
Yeah.
So
What did they have
yeah,
6 shots in the first and second or the second and third?
yeah, literally, like it was just every time that they got even just out of their zone, it was just dumping into Canada's zone and then back in for us. So
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, going back to this U.S. game, the kind of I didn't get to catch this game. The only note that I wanted to pull out of this game was Jack Hughes, proving a lot of people wrong, myself included. I said he was going to be a ghost this tournament. Came in as the 13th forward, proving a lot of guys wrong. His third goal, or not his third goal, the third goal for the U.S. was absolutely filthy. Gets it at the blue line, walks in, little sidestep left, and then ripped it upstairs. Kind of looked like Jimmy Stew's one snipe again for Germany. I can't remember who was against, but yeah, then he ended up potting another absolute rip. It kind of came off the backboards, and then he kind of one timed it home. Just by seeing off the highlights, and
Mm.
yeah, he's looking good. Quinn Hughes obviously still looking great, and yeah,
Yeah, I agree. There's been a lot of debate about Quinn Hughes and Cale Makar recently. I don't know. I know that both of our stances are probably the same who we take, but they are different players and different flavors. So I don't know. I feel like I'm a little bit higher on Quinn than I actually used to be. I think I am gonna take Kale if I had to pick, but I really think that that gap is closed. And I know that as a Red Wings fan, it hurts to say that Sider's not in that top two, and it's pretty obvious. He can be in that third spot. I'd be more than happy with that. But yeah, I think those two have really, really shown that they are on that level of a Nathan McKinnon and Connor McDavid on the defensive end, like just absolute studs, game changers. And yeah, I was curious if your thoughts have changed based on the tournament play, or if you're kind of still the Makar and then Quinn Hughes.
yeah, I'm still on Makar over Quinn Hughes. I think Quinn Hughes is having an absolute electric tournament, and I feel like Kale Makar hasn't played 100% to his standard too. So not taking anything away from Quinn, I do think it's a 1A, 1B situation
Yeah.
where either one could win a Norris any given year. Um, yeah, it is really close. Like they're both so dynamic with the puck. Like you never see them really make any stupid passes. They're always super poised, calm, cool, collected, kind of always kind of making players play to their pace. So yeah, I mean, if you had to pick, if it was a defenseman draft and you had the second overall pick, you're still coming out of it pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to move into our predictions here? I'm nervous. I mean, to me, looking at both teams and how they've played, and I just don't think Canada can afford to have another game where they have to come back. I know that they're built for it now and all this narrative about this is what they needed,
Kind
but
of
yeah.
a crazy thing I did here. Speaking of comebacks, Canada is the first team to ever make the gold medal, having to come back in the two games previous
Wow.
being down. So yeah, I mean, kind of going into what you said there, I don't want to have to test our luck a third time. Like
Yeah.
got lucky getting here already, being the first team to ever have to come back in back-to-back games to make it to the gold medal game.
Yeah.
Definitely do not want to have to be sitting on a lead, and I don't want it to take 10 minutes or the whole period or get into the second one to snap that first one home. Like even against France, I think it took like 11 minutes to get the first goal. So
Yeah.
they
This
got to
team
get one
starts
right out the
slow.
gate in that first
So
3-4 minutes and really set the pedigree.
yeah. I think for me, whoever scores the first two goals of this game wins the game. I don't think Canada gets another comeback if they go down two, and they need to start quicker. I mean, U.S. is the team that's been consistent all tournament to me. Canada obviously has shown the better stats, the better goal differential, better power play stats. I mean, but it's just tough. You cannot go down to a team that is this close to you in skill. I'm gonna take Canada. Obviously, I think they're the better team on paper. I am worried that about their face-offs. They are so bad at face-offs. It's incredible. I mean, they really stepped it up in that third period against Finland, but man, like Bo Horvat was 60% and their team was 35%. How is that even possible? How do you have one of your big centermen winning 60% and your team is at 35? That is just not, you're not going to win. And in that third, we saw when they were winning all those faceoffs, it made their life way easier because they didn't have to chase it down to get shit started. They just got the puck, set it up. Finland didn't touch the puck for 8 minutes. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, and
faceoffs are
you
big.
see, yeah, you've seen that in that third period too. I mean, almost every single time, even if the line just came off, every single time in that third period that there was an offensive zone draw, McKinnon was getting out on that dot just because
Yeah,
I think he won like 8 or 9 faceoffs in a row or
Yeah,
something in the
yeah,
third period. So it's like then the hot guy. And also it makes you really appreciate what Canada had in 2014, like our past teams. I mean, look at that center depth that you had in that time. You had Crosby, who was winning draws like crazy.
yeah,
Jonathan Toews and Patrice Bergeron, who I think went 1 and 2 in the dot for like
yeah,
fucking 10 years.
yeah.
So
Bergeron was so nasty, man.
yeah, it was unbelievable. But yeah, I think a big thing too that's going to come down to this game is it's going to be a goaltending battle. Like if Binnington stands on his
Yep.
head, he could steal this game for Canada. But Connor Hellebuck, obviously reigning MVP and Vezina winner, if he stands on his head and he plays a great game, I mean that's going to be a huge dick kick for Canada. So yeah, I agree with you. It's going to be if one team gets a 2-0 lead, it's going to be super hard, especially when you have teams this close in skill. It's going to be really hard to come back. So I think once that first goal gets popped, I think whoever gets it is going to be trying to gun for that second one, maybe get that third one quick, and then
Yeah.
just sit back for the rest of the game. Especially, I think if the U.S. gets up, they're really going to rely on the Brady Kachuk, the Matthew Kachuk, kind of those pedigree players to hem Canada in. And I think vice versa for Canada. I think if they get a quick lead, they're going to really rely on maybe not so much their high end skilled guys like McKinnon and McDavid, Celebrini, but I think they're going to rely more so on Tom Wilson, Brad Marchand, Sam Bennett, kind of get in on that forecheck and keep that puck in the zone.
Yeah, I agree completely. I mean, goaltending, that's a good point. Both these goalies have shown really, really high highs and really, really low lows. Um, some of the goals that go in on these
I,
two guys are just, go ahead.
I thought the post you sent me before this pod, it made me piss my pants laughing. It was like Jordan Binnington is the Dominic Hasek of Mike Smith's.
Yeah, literally, bro. I mean,
That's the funniest thing.
his ability to play the puck has really impressed me. But yeah, I think you're right. I think this is going to be come down to the goaltending and which goalie can make the consistent saves, and I could see it going either way based on that. Like these shots coming from the U.S. are going to be different. It's a lot of Mikko Rantanen level shots that are going to be coming at Binnington. So
That's what I was going to ask you. Going into this is what's your confidence level, sorry, in Binnington going into this game because they haven't seen really big shooters like this, or at least this kind of star-studded team, obviously, throughout this tournament. I think maybe U.S. kind of got lucky getting Sweden. Like you kind of get a team that is full of NHL talent, top to bottom, and even some of the guys that play on the bottom line on Sweden, they're top players on their club team.
yeah,
So I think it was a little bit fortunate them getting somebody like that. Like maybe you can say comparable for Canada was Czechia, but Czechia hasn't had a great tournament, and their stars didn't really show out
yeah.
like that. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting game for sure. I'm a little worried personally, but I was just kind of curious about your thoughts on Binnington and yeah, the amount of star power he's going to have to face in the
Yeah.
shots.
It's definitely worrying. I mean, I think we've both been kind of worried all tournament about him, but he's definitely proven to
Yeah,
have this factor in him that just he steps up and um I mean as crazy it is to say, I still think I'd play Logan Thompson. It sounds nuts and Binnington's played unbelievable and I don't know. I just he seems more reliable. But I mean, Bennington's earned the spot. He's earned the start, and it's gonna be close. And I'm a little worried, but you got to just go on what you've seen, and what I've seen has been a lot of rebounds from Bennington, but not a lot of snipes. Besides that Rantanen one, so I
that's
think
true.
I think if he can keep those rebounds under control and just keep the pucks in the corner, I think Canada will have a good chance for sure.
Yeah, that's a very good point too. Yeah, besides that Rantanen goal, he hasn't really let in any absolute snipes. I guess maybe that Pasta one timer,
Yeah, yeah,
um,
oh yeah, true.
that power play goal, that was the only other one. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, how he plays. Hopefully, he's poised and he shuts all the haters up.
Yep. Do you want to give a final? Oh wait, I got one more question before a final score prediction. I want you to
I just
pick.
gotta, I just gotta move locations here because my phone's on 10%.
Okay, sounds good. I want you to pick who on Canada and who on US, if you had to pick, is going to get in a fight.
Ooh, I think it's gonna be man. I think it's got to be Hagel and Matthew Kachuk. I feel like they've like especially after Hagel kind of ragdolled to Chuck there at the end of the what's it called, the NHL season right before the break there. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's kind of bound that it's going to be those two. And Hagel hasn't done a whole lot this tournament, so I think that's his kind of spot to really step up and set the tone. And I don't think these guys are worried about not fighting that on Sunday. Like people were kind of saying, yeah, there's not going to be any fights, like obviously gold medal game, but you know what, you don't got to get worried about kicked out for anything, or any kind of disciplinary action. So I could see Hagel and Kachuk going at it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna opt a different way. I think that's probably the right answer, but I'm gonna go with Brady Kachuk and Tom Wilson.
I
The
like that.
heavyweights, man, that would be electric. I don't know if they, I don't think they fought in the NHL. I would love to see that fight. Um, yeah, that's gonna be my pick, and I personally don't think there will be a fight. I mean, there's gonna be scraps and some interference calls and some roughing calls, but I don't think there's gonna be any mitts dropped in this game, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think that'd be the most ideal fight that the fans would want to see is Wilson and Brady Kachuk. That'd
Yeah.
be you get both the heavyweights going at it. I think that's about as good as it can get.
Hey, and no offense to Tom Wilson and Hagel, but I would make that trade a million times out of a million. Hagel and Wilson out for the Kachuk brothers. Sign me up. That
Like
sounds like a win.
all day.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah,
Final
I
score
think,
predictions.
yeah. Final score prediction for me. I think I'm going to go with 4-2 Canada. Believe in the boys. I think Bennington's going to keep her kind of tight for us, and he's going to keep the goals low.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I'm a little worried about this game. My heart's telling me Canada. My brain's telling me U.S. I mean, just from what I've seen, but I'm gonna take Canada. I think if they can have a strong first period, I think that they can wrap this game up. I really do. I think that when it comes to it, they've been the best second and third period team by a mile. They need to come out hot. They cannot start slow. We're going to know by the first period, I think, who's going to win this game. Whoever sets the tone in that first period and gets those goals to start is going to be the one to come out. And I'm going to go Canada. I'm going to go I'm going to go 5-4. I think we're going to get some goals in this game.
I like it. I like it. Um, Lastly, too, we should do a quick score prediction: Finland versus Slovakia.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm interested. I think Finland's going to take this one. I think they're kind of gonna. I don't think they're going to allow many goals against Slovakia team. They look pretty nasty defensively, so I think it's going to be a 4-1, 4-0 win for
Nice.
Finland.
Yeah, I was thinking 4-1, 3-1. I'll go 3-1 for Finland. I think they have the ability to shut this down. I wonder if they will be the same team against a team that's not Canada. I know that that was a really, really important game for them. Obviously, they want to win bronze too, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it could totally be different. I think every game in this tournament has been a little bit weird, right? So, but yeah, I think I got Finland 3-1.
Yeah, another kind of interesting stat that I seen today is Finland has the most Olympic medals
Yeah,
from any country when the NHL players have been there. I think they've medaled 4 out of the 5 times or something like that, or
yeah.
something along those lines. So that's pretty interesting. So I'd like to see them get another bronze just to kind of keep that going.
Shout out Norway too for dominating Winter Olympics. This is gonna
Oh,
sound
really?
crazy, but I'm pretty sure they have 17 gold medals.
Damn.
I mean, let me just check in case, but I'm pretty
I think
sure
they
it's
might have
something
more.
it's something stupid.
I feel like it's more than 17.
Really?
I think 17's low.
Bro, what? 17's
Maybe
low? Gold
I think
medals, not medals, gold.
yeah.
Gold medals.
I think I seen this thing
Bro,
that it was like last week that like it was like Italy, US, and Denmark were tied for first with like 14.
may, maybe, but I mean, Norway only has 5 million people.
Yeah, that is nuts for them.
So, okay, Norway has 17 golds. The next closest
Uh-huh.
is US with 10, Italy with
Oh yeah.
9.
No, yeah, no, it
Norway
was
has
definitely total that
37
I seen.
medals total. US has 29. Canada down with 17 medals in 11th. Not a great year for Canada.
Yeah, no, it must have been total medals that I seen last week.
Yeah,
Uh,
crazy. I mean, show man, that's sick. 5 million people to have 37 medals, 17 gold is incredible. I just want to give them a small shout out.
Shout out Dagestan too. How many world champions do they have in that small village?
Not many, I don't think. Kazakhstan got a gold. That's pretty cool.
Kazakhstan, hey, shout
Yeah,
out them.
figure skating.
That checks out, I guess. I think they got quite a long winter season.
Yeah, I think that's
But
all.
yeah,
That's all we really got. I know we keep on promising the guest episode. It's coming. It's coming. It's gonna be out in February. So you
mhm,
got to think we're doing one more episode this coming Wednesday, and then we got the weekend episode, and then it's probably gonna be that weekend episode. I don't want to say it for sure. I'm not gonna cross my heart, but that would be ideal for us. It's just about lining it up. It's tough, right? You got already we have mine and your schedule. To get another schedule kind of locked in here is definitely tough, but once the Olympics are open, it's gonna be open. So open season.
yeah, yeah. We're not going to spoil who the guest is. So if anyone can guess correctly in the comments of who the guest is, they might win a free hat in the future.
Maybe a sticker.
So they'll win
You could have a
something from Chase.
sticker. Put it on your laptop or your fridge or something.
Car window.
Ooh, there you go. Get us some rep out there.
Yeah, I think that's all for today. Come back on Sunday. I believe or sometime next week, we'll have the episode out going over the medal games and everything. But yeah, just please comment, please like, subscribe, follow, share, however you can engage. Please engage. Even just come up to us personally and give us a high five. That counts. Tell us the pod's awesome.
Yeah, we're getting lots
But
of
yeah,
engagement actually. We got a couple comments on YouTube and I'm getting lots of likes on the X post. So
hell
I
yeah,
appreciate the love and just keep if you like it, watch. If you don't, then tell us what to change so you will.
exactly. So you
Hmm.
know what to do. Until next time,
Get a
get
clue.
a clue.